Welcome to my house and my mess. Listen to the music. Oh yeah, Florida. Anyway, so we're making wreath today. This is the foam you start with. You can get this at the dollar store. Actually, the Dollar Tree. It is a 10-inch round foam ring from the Floral Center. Here are your supplies. To make a wreath, you probably need about 12 for the exterior, right up here. And I'm not quite sure how many you need on the inside. Typically, a wreath like that one back there has approximately 30 some ornaments. So this is my workstation. I like to work on the floor. So I will show you what we need to do. Basically, you want to hide the green by putting something around it. You can get this mesh, you can use ribbon, whatever you want to use, you can use. It's really up to you, just as long as you cover the green. So I'm just going to wrap the red around the green ring. Oh wow. Alright, so this is what you're going to do, and you're going to tighten it as you go so that there aren't any ripples. If you don't tighten it, basically you get these meshy ripples. So I just use my hands to tighten it, and then just keep going until it's nice and covered. Whoopsie! Whoopsie! There it went! You can use as much or as little as you want. It's up to you. It's just, you can have it like really light like this one or a little bit darker like this one. And the way I use to adhere it to the thing is basically with hot glue. Just be careful you don't burn yourself because it is hot. So just make it really, really tight. Look for your scissors, because I always lose them. So you probably want to attach them to your face. Just kidding. Anywho.
Looking for gifts that'll make your tech-hungry family freak out? Body lotion. After washing, apply and rinse. 24 hours of moisture with no sticky feet.
Alright.
Then you're dressed and go.
So now you just lift up the little flap here.
Available in the body lotion aisle.
And that's the technical word. Put some glue. Don't burn yourself. I burn myself every day. And then just pull it through just to make it nice and tight. You can let it dry a little bit because now I touch it and smooth it out. So here's what it's gonna look like. I got this mesh at the dollar store, at the Dollar Tree. And then you just want to do this. Don't worry about the little things, the little glue that dries up. It'll just come off or it'll be hidden with the ornaments. So that's what you do. The next step is to grab your ornaments. You line them up however you want to. This is going to be a red and silver wreath. Basically what I do is take this thing off right here and throw it over there. And then you can level however you want. So you line up your wreath with the bulbs the way you want them set up. You can do them all silver or all red, or you can do, whatever. What's it called?
Arrangement?
No, that's not the word. Pattern you'd like. So you can do silver, shiny like glitter silver, red glitter, and whatever you want. It's up to you, however you want it to look. So once you have it all set up, you're gonna start gluing them. Just make sure that when you glue them evenly, because if you don't glue them evenly, you'll have a little bulb back here, a bulb up here. So you just have to be very careful with that. Consistent, as the husband says. So just put your glue with where you want to start your first bulb. When you have mesh around it, you want to put extra glue only because we wanted to make sure to stick not only to the mesh but to the green. Since this one's already a little bit messed up, you're going to hide that. Let's not use that one. So hold on to it. You can blow on it, whatever. And then you want to put glue on the back just so that it stays there. And then just hold on to it a little bit. You could already see the webs. Just pull them off as you go. At the end, you'll have a whole bunch of them. You can make a spider web. Alright, so once you're done with, when this bulb is nice and stuck on, you're going to go on to your next one. So, spaghetti-o.
You know, that you've been with for 4 years. And I just told her, I said, look, it's not that I don't love you, but we're going through a lot of changes, and I don't feel it no more. I want out. Black woman went all for me.
Alright, so then you go to the next one. You do the same thing.
That is all right with me. It don't make me no difference. You could go, because none of this, you won't get no more.
Alright, so then you're going to measure it next to the original one. And this is pretty much where I want it. You can measure it with your thumb. Like I use the center, like between my thumb as my marker. Then you want to put a little dot right here just to keep it more level. Alright, so just make sure it is on there. And you add glue on the back and you keep going until you're all the way around. So we're halfway there. This is what the back looks like. There's there's a few different shades of hot glue. Try to get the clear one because obviously when you don't get the clear one, it looks like that. Sometimes there's even a yellow one that shoots out yellow stuff. So here is, I don't know if you can, this is like the one that has the white. And there are also yellow ones. Like this one's a yellow one. You can tell it's not white. Here's the cloudy one and the yellow. And I think I've already used all my, oh, I found a clear one. Here we go. So I think this, you can't really tell, but this is the clear one. So the one on top is clear, the one in the middle is yellow, and the bottom one is cloudy. Try to get the one on top, because that way you don't see the residue. Like you could see the residue of the clear one. Even though this is the back, you still don't want to really see that stuff. So we're halfway there with the top part. I'll show you when it's done. Okay, so you can see it's pretty much done. I always come up with this problem where this hole right here, the bulbs are too big for it. So you have two options. One, use the same size bulb and put it right here. It'll be a little bit forward. Or you can get a slightly smaller bulb and put it right in between. Either way, it doesn't really matter. And the other thing that you can do is make that a not so focal point. So you can either put the holder on the back so nobody's really going to stare at it, or you can put other stuff around it on the bottom just to decorate it and so it's not so visible. So this is that step. What I'm going to do next is get a slightly smaller bulb. So that's where these smaller bulbs come in. And basically what I do is dump them out on the floor. What I do is grab them. See this little hole right here? just stick them in. You're still going to want to take this part off, but just to show you, you're just going to stick them in. Try to alternate it if you want. What I do is I put 1, skip 2, skip 3, skip 4, skip 5. You get the picture. Just like that. Oop. Just like that. Alright. And then in between, you're going to put your red bulbs. So this one's a little bit smaller, but that's okay. See, so like the little small one, you can do that so it fits right in between. Or you can do this one where it fits like that a little bit better. I would probably do this one because it's less noticeable than this one. You can't really tell from the angle. It's really up to you what you want to do. So anyway, all right, so then in between your silvers, you're going to put a red. And again, your bulbs are going to be different because you will run out of space. So basically, just keep going around, filling up your openings. Just like that. Hold on, my son decided to break out of bed. Say hi, son.
No.
Let me see. So basically, you're just going to fill in each little hole. Once you fill in your holes the way you want them, you can rearrange them. You can put more, you can take less. It's really up to you. Basically, what I do now is... alright, so basically, that's what it is. Now I'm going to put glue right here. 3 points on each bulb. 1, 2, and underneath 3. And just hold it there till it's nice and dry. You're obviously going to have a space here. You can either leave it like that or you can put spacers, whatever you want, so that these holes are not noticeable. But honestly, once your ornament wreath is standing up, you won't really see because this is the sides. The main parts that you want to focus on are on the inside. You will see a lot of holes in there, which is where the even smaller bulbs come in, or you can get little accessories you might want to put on there, whether it be a Christmas tree, a sign, whatever you want to put on there, you can. So I'm going to go ahead and glue all of these. Like I said, 1 dot, 2 dot, and then in the back you don't want to use too much glue on the front because this is your visual. This is what everyone's going to see. So the less glue, the better. What I use is tweezers to get into the little crevices and get rid of this excess stuff right here, so it's not so noticeable. But again, if you don't want to do that, you have little accents you could put in, like you know, you can do something like that and it'll cover it up like that. It's really up to you what you want to do. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. All right, so then you hit a little snitch or a hitch, whatever. So when you see these little spiderweb thingies from the machine, from the glue gun, don't take it off while it's still wet, because if you do, you'll actually end up, this is part of the ornament, but you'll end up with lines like this that you can't take off, and that's the glue. But the hitch that I'm telling you about is these bulbs are bigger. So when you go to put your little red one, it doesn't fit. See the big hole? There's a big difference. Not so big. Definitely a lot smaller. So when it comes to that, what you can do is you can either go ahead and glue it on here. This nipple here, you don't want it to be shown. So instead of doing this, you just want to tilt it to the back so it's not seen. Or you can skip to the next and then leave this here for some sort of accent or whatever you want to put here. That's up to you. I'm just going to go ahead and glue it on here. You could even put the nipple in the back because you're not really going to see the back. So you can do that. So you're just going to glue, basically I told you to glue on this side the 3 points. Basically you're going to glue wherever the bulbs are touching. So you're going to put glue here and in the back. And then you're just going to continue on. Alright, so here's the awkwardness. This didn't fit. I put a bulb up front. Make sure you hold on to it. until it's nice and dry. What you're going to do next, once it's dry, you can choose whatever color you want, whether it be silver or red, just to put on there. It'll come out looking just fine. There's no problem. Just like that. And just look like a little floral part, and that's what it'll look like without falling out. And that's not going to work until I glue it in. So let's try something else. So that's what it'll look like once it's sitting up and nice and glued. Alright, so we'll keep going. Alright, so the second layer is done. I did have to do some awkwardness. My glue is not cooperating today for some reason, so I have to hold it and give it some extra tender loving care. Same goes for this one. So that's what it looks like glued on, that one floral little awkward piece. Basically now you're just going to do the same for the center. Just fill it in with smaller bulbs. Just do that, and then show you the rest in a minute. Alright, there's that. So obviously there's openings right there and right there. So now what you're going to do is fill it in just to cover up the holes. Like you want to cover up this hole, put a bulb. Doesn't matter what size. Now it's up to you. You can do, this is a regular size bulb. It's the same size as just about the other ones. So you can tuck it in right there, glue it. You're going to do that for everyone, wherever you want. Just glue it in. Like right here, I would use a smaller bulb because obviously that looks kind of weird. So just for purposes, that's not the right color, but just like that. That's the size bulb you want. Obviously it's smaller than this one, and it's smaller than this one. So you want to get this size bulb to fill in, or you can get other pieces. You can also do jingle bells if you want them to jingle while I throw my bells, just like that. And then that way when your wreath moves, it'll jingle a little bit. Or if you have beads, like I have red beads that I'm actually gonna thread through to cover up the little extra holes that I can't cover up with the ornaments. Another thing you can get is these. I got these at the 99-cent store. And just thread them through. It looks really good. Excuse me. Then I have ribbons, little bows. So you can just put like a bow here and here, wherever you want. Like I said, it's all your embellishments, all your extras that you want to do. It's totally up to you. And then the next time I come back, I will show you a finished product, hopefully. Alright, not finished product, but you want to fill in the inside of the wreath so that when you're looking at it, it doesn't look like that. So you're going to put a bulb right here in this spot. So here's the finished product. I added a bow, some snowflakes, just like that. And there you go. There you have it. The only thing you want to do in the back is add a little loop to hang it. That's it. Thanks for watching.